Hello and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros. D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I am your Dungeon Master Romeo, and I am joined tonight by the lovely Ali, Sammy, Rebecca, Morse, Tamara, and Virla. Violet will be inbound, but she will be here a little bit later. Thank you for this little stop-start. Trying out something new. We're going to be going exclusively through Video Ninja, which is now possible. And I'm very excited because I can manage individual audio levels. It's a whole thing. How is everybody tonight?
A little cold.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. That's what we love to see. Well, as ever, I'll begin with the quick little announcement that wasn't a little reiteration that our Discord, as ever, is available to join, where you can get in on all the little tips and tricks, extra resources, and various different things I do in order to keep the sessions running. In order to produce this content, and you can tips and tricks how to flavor your campaign for Greek mythology, as well as chatting with the cast. It's a lot of fun. It's a whale of a time. And with that, shall we get into tonight's episode of the Mythic Odysseys of Theros?
Survive.
Someone in chat said you're muted.
So many things to remember.
The videos look a little bit.
Yeah. I was
iffy.
multitasking. I'm going to tweak everything now. But yeah.
Okay.
But thank you. Good looking out. Thank you for keeping an eye out on that. I will leave that there. Yes, fine. And let's just do this collectively. Yeah. Yep. Yes. You discovered that these pirates would seem to tithe their treasure to Astraphis in exchange for draconic gifts of various descriptions. Managing to isolate one of the captains, you subdued him and, through interrogating him, discovered that he actually has no love lost for the other captains, his comrades, and was quite happy to betray them if it earned him an advantageous position, which it might just have. So he struck an accord, and he managed to get you close to the other captains, and you launched a very successful surprise onslaught. The battle raged on, and you quickly subdued many of them, but not before Othorin, the draconic sorcerer who seems to be queen bee of these pirates, launched with a mighty echoing cry of the word perish, 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 launched a blue streak of energy that pierced Delisa, and she collapsed onto the ground, dead. And that is where we come to now.
Can't hear you.
Othorin's turn has just happened.
Can I
Still
get my final moments?
Yes, I apologize. I forgot about that. Your
No worries.
final moments.
So, the power word kill spell hits Delisa, and like anybody on the precipice of death, their life flashes before their eyes, and in Delisa's mind, memories of her past start to fill. The first memory is hazy, ecstatic. You can't make anything out. The second is a girl on a boat, rowing away at sea with land up ahead. Changes again. This time that same girl is wearing tattered clothes, begging on a street corner. Changes again. This time, slightly more older. That same girl is busking in the town hall. The next vision, the girl, slightly older even more, is now walking towards a large coastal city. The vision changes once more. The same girl has now a pile of books in her arms, and it looks like she is enrolling into the Decadia. The vision changes. This time, it's set in a botanical garden. The girl is playing her lyre, and there is a second girl with dark hair at her feet who is joined by a feline-like creature. The next vision is more somber. It is clear that she is at a funeral of some sorts, and it's the same two girls standing there over the burial grounds from the last vision. Shifts to what looks to be a graduation ceremony. These two same girls have their cap and gown, if you will, and looks like they have graduated. The next vision seems to be outside of a cafe. The city is unknown, but there's a man being jumped by what looks to be the town guards. Changes again. This time is a small town settlement with people being ushered away in secret. The next takes you to the Bay of Meletis, and several heroes are fighting off what can be seen as the Returned. In the next vision, there is another fight, this time a serpent-like creature. These same heroes fighting again. It looks to be a three-headed Cerberus fighting alongside them. The 14th vision is in a cabin on a ship, and this same girl that's been consistent throughout sits with a feline-like humanoid, comforting her and playing music softly. And then she flashes back to the present. Her body is now falling as it plummets towards the ground. And with her final words, she calls out, "Bithynia." And at this point, if you hadn't realized what was happening, Bithynia, you do see Delisa mid-fall plummeting towards the ground as the spell takes effect. The sounds of swords clashing and spells being cast fade from your periphery. and it's only you two in this moment. Everything else is whited out. Her body hits the ground, and you see ever so slightly this small bee leave one of her flowers on her cloak, and it flies off into the air. You hyper-focus on her face at this point, and with her final words, she says, "Thank you for loving me." And she just beams the biggest smile you've ever seen, and her body lies lifeless, but this smile is in the forefront of your mind.
And with that, Dolisa's eyes frost white. Her head hits the ground. And she remains there unmoving.
And so, seeing all of this, Bethesda is definitely beside herself. One of the first to get haggard and distraught within the battle, often not taking any damage or being in the position to be in harm's way, has retreated behind from a vantage point where she is now raised up above all of the battle that's going on and has now had the ability to oversee everything that's happened and has made this contact as she's watched her best friend fall below her, haggard in her own ways. She now notices that the others are also bloodied, bludgeoned, and in no way capable to potentially go forward, especially down one person who was integral to the planning of this. And so with that, she's going to have definitely a tear fall as she sits there and thinking about the memories that they definitely had leading up to this point and the possibility of having memories in the future. And she will see if she can't figure out a way to make the fight go on, if not with her somehow, but in her memory, if they don't get the opportunity to make more in the future like they have in the past.
Very good. And you'll have a moment to ponder your next move, because the moment
short of that, I cannot do much because I'm at the bottom.
Also, we are still in initiative order. I hate to be a party pooper. But the moment of still dread as you all watch Dolisa fall to the ground is shattered as you're brought back to the chaos and clash and clang of battle and realize this is not over. Skotinos, it is
Not sure if you're speaking, Romeo, but you're muted.
Now. How about no? Well, yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, that was. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, did anyone hear anything I just said?
No.
Okay. So what I said was the moment of silence is punctured. And you can see me though, right?
Is it just me that can't hear Romeo?
I can hear him.
I
Oh,
can
dear.
hear him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can't hear him at all. Okay. Carry on. Just bear with me. I'm going to find out what's going on.
Okay. What I had said was the moment of silence. Sorry, the moment of silent dread as time seems to stand still as you stare at this horrific sight of Dolisa falling to the ground, lifeless, is shattered as you come back to the clashing and clang of battle and you realize this is not over. Skotinos, it is your turn.
Okay. Sorry about that. So, in the time we have, I'm aware that some of the creatures are responding to the results of Delessa's lost spell. And having just caught kind of the tail end of what has occurred, not able to spend a moment to allow it to sink in what's just happened, I look up towards Otherin. And where is she currently? I know, like, how high up is she, and how high up is the platform that she's on?
That's actually not accurate now. She would be closer to 15 feet up.
Okay. And how high is the thing that she's on?
10 feet.
Okay. So, I am going to make a beeline past some of these creatures now. Potentially attacks of opportunity might be triggered here, because I don't know. I'm partially aware that some of them are moving away, but some might not. So he's not really thinking too much of that. He's just eager to get closer to where Otherin is. So I'm going to move 25 feet. Well, actually, do so I can do that. 5. Oh dear. It's not letting me move the right token. Oh, it's moving. It's moving both Scotina's tokens. So yeah, I've just moved 2.
Both?
Well, there's other tokens downstairs as well.
We can deal with those later.
Yeah, cool. So just 5, 10, 15. Yeah, and every time I try and move the token, it keeps moving me back to the other token. So I have to do it each time. It's taking forever. Let me just see if I can delete that token. It's not letting me delete the token. If you're able to delete that token, unfortunately, it's not letting me move more than 5 feet at a time before sliding me across.
Where's the other token?
20. Bottom left-hand side of the screen. 20.
You know what? Let's just do a collective.
25. Okay, 25. And I'm guessing that the space directly to my right is taken. So that's as close as I can currently get.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to get as close to Otherin as I can.
Okay, how much further have you got?
With my movement speed is 45 feet.
How much have you moved now?
In that space, that's 25 feet.
30, 35, 40, 45?
Okay, cool. Yeah, if I'm able to get up there. Well, actually, as I kind of do that run, how plausible would it be to make a running jump to try and pull myself up that ledge?
Let me double check what the high jump rules are.
Cool. And I will, and I also have Mirthful Leap.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it might be down to the roll on the Mirthful Leap, but... Talk amongst yourselves. 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot before factoring in Mirthful Leap. What's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is +1.
Okay, so 4 feet total. You'll need to roll You'll need to roll a 6 or higher in your Mirthful Leap to not need to expend movement to climb.
I'm gonna try and do that. I do not make it.
What'd you get?
2, so that brings it to 2 feet short.
Okay, so you'd have to... So you can get here, do the leap, and you can catch. You'll have to spend the rest of your movement to get here. Because, so... Here was 35.
Yeah.
And you have a total of 45, right?
Yes.
So 35, 40... Wait, sorry. No, sorry, here was 25, right?
Yes.
30, 35... Because it'd be leaping 10 feet. Make an athletics check.
14.
Unfortunately, you can hang on to there, but 14's not quite enough to, in one move, jump, like, catch and pull yourself up to be on eye level with her.
Okay, fine. From the so in that case, kind of from where I am, I'm kind of like just hanging off this position a bit like there as well, kind of looking up towards her, and unable to effectively do what I was intending to do because my hands are currently in use. I can't just look up towards her. I will spend a sorcery point to subtle cast through the glaive, which we confirmed was still something we were able to do, and I'm going to attempt to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at her.
Okay, what level?
I believe it's just the standard casting of it, I think. Yeah, so it's a first level spell.
Cool, what is that, a intelligence save?
It's a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom save. I will use the new golden fire dice Rebecca got me. Oh, that was pretty good. Unfortunately, wisdom save?
Yes.
16?
Succeeds, unfortunately.
Well, she still takes half damage.
It doesn't take any damage. It's not a damaging spell. So.
It's just I'm confusing it with Dissonant Whispers.
That's no worries. Yeah, so I can't just look up and I try and put try and almost sadistically call upon the joy that Offrin must feel having felled one of our opponents to try and carry that into the sense of joy into almost like a maniacal laugh, but it just doesn't reach, and I'm just hanging there at the moment, probably sort of like dangling my legs a little bit, trying to scrabble up, and that is my turn.
Yeah, that's the thing. For a second, you think it's worked, but you just realize she's going, and that is our 100% sincere laugh. Anything else? Am I still muted? Ah. Sorry. Same old shite. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, what I said was, that's the thing. For a second you think it's worked. Then you realize she's just going, and that laugh is 100% sincere. Anything else, Scotty?
Yeah, actually, what I will do is kind of dangling over. I kind of take a moment just to kind of look behind me to see everyone else, and I will my eyes will lock with Hilira's for a brief moment, and I will simply say, "Help her!" And I shall give a Bardic Inspiration die to Hilira.
All right. Botch, it is your turn.
Right. First things first, I would like to rage.
Go for it.
So, the first thing that happens is I will take on the aspect of the lion from my chimeric hide. So my head immediately erupts in fur as I look like King from Tekken.
But still bald at the top somehow. No, I'm kidding. No, you're fine.
Don't take this away from me.
No, I'm kidding. You have a full glorious head of hair.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So, next things next, I would like to engage my Wild Surge table.
Go for it.
Okay. Mr. DM, I hope you're prepared to roll some saving throws. With a 1, shadowy tendrils lash out around me. Every creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Sammy, real quick, what happens to Mass Suggestion when it take damage?
Yeah, it fails.
Cool. Just so now, everybody, what's the radius?
30 feet.
30 feet. Let's get a visual on that.
But it's Botch's choice whether or not
it's my
they take
choice.
Effect. Yes, but it's down to whether or not you want the ones that are running away to take the effect or not.
Which ones are running away again?
Most of them.
So these two here, if you can see my cursor, aren't affected.
Yep.
Everyone else is.
Everyone else is running away at this point. Okay.
Round you, anyway.
What about this priest that did mass heal on everyone?
They are not running away.
Oh, good. Then I will tackle 1, 2, and 3, please.
Okay, con save, right?
Con save, please. DC of DC of 16, please.
Okay, 1 definitely fails. Con save DC 16.
Yes, please.
Second one just succeeds.
Fair enough.
And the priest.
Yep. Priestess.
Ooh, they rolled a natural 16, unfortunately.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so in terms of D12 necrotic damage for the one that failed, that's going to be 10 points of necrotic damage, please.
Okay. And yeah, you... These shadowy tendrils explode out and just carve them up.
Oh, and I also gained 12 temporary hit points.
Copy that.
Okay then. So that's my bonus action. For my action, I would please. Would I have known where where Orathin would have gone? Well, I've just seen her move, right?
That big red halo, that's silence, right?
Not anymore, because I'm dead.
Silence is gone now.
Yeah.
Replaced with another kind of silent. I'm kidding.
Hello, silence, my old friend.
Yes, so yes, you would have seen that. I was just double checking whether fog cloud was still up, but no, yeah, you would have seen that.
Okay, good. I would like to attempt to do exactly what Scotty did, and I'm going to try and go after this this lady.
Okay, so it's 3 plus your strength modifier, so that's 8, right?
Yeah, 8.
I'll need an athletics.
Is it entirely plausible? Is it possible that Botch could use me as a climbing frame? Since I'm kind of like dangling there, almost like a ladder.
Well, no, I was planning to try and hoist you up as I was going. If you would let me do that, if you'd let me try and do, if I roll high enough on something,
okay.
whether or not.
I will let you do that with a very successful athletics check. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Do I need to roll any attacks of opportunity if I'm going over here then?
1.
Right,
actually 2. Okay. Kargur as well. He's not yet been affected.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them rolled a modified 20 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
So you would take, before any mitigations. That was pretty good, unfortunately. 18 points of slashing damage.
Reduced to 9?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
still on my temporary hit points.
Same dealio for Kargur. He will... again, modify 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Uh, 12 points of slashing damage, half to 5.
Half to 5?
Go ahead.
Half to 6, surely?
Yes, half
12.
to 6. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna. Okay, good.
I can't maths.
I now come up to the ledge where Scotty is sort of dangling, and in one leap I want to sort of jump up, grab hold with my right hand, and use my left to try and hoist him up in the same movement.
Okay, make an athletics check. The DC to get up there yourself is different than the DC to do both Scotty. The DC to get you and Scotty is 30. Because you're basically in one free action gonna hoist yourself up and hoist him up. So
we got DC 30!
I'm gonna set the DC at 30.
I also have advantage on strength checks, which is an athletics is a strength check. That's a 27.
You will be able to get up there, and I will say that Scotty will get to spend less movement. You manage to get him half the way up there. He will not have to spend as much movement to get up there next turn.
I let him get his elbow. Up.
Yeah, so Scotty, you will only need to spend 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, you kind of like my fingers are kind of doing the whole tick, 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 tick.
So Scotty, next turn, getting all the way up will only be 5 feet of movement, not the full 10.
Cool. And you said that was a free action, if you're being generous.
Yeah, I'll let you do that as part of your movement.
Okay, good. So I would now like to, now she's still 15 feet above where I am now, correct?
No. So you are also 15 feet up now.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, then I would like to use my attack action to unload on this lady.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right, I've still got my threads of Clothyss out.
Yep.
My threads of Clothyss, so that's going to be one of them.
Blades of Clothyss.
Blades of Clothyss. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits, and she does not have a reaction.
Nice. That's 2d6 plus 6. That's going to be 12 points of slashing damage. Well, 4 points of slashing, 2 points of force, plus 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Next attack. Natural 20.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
God, that's 4d6 before even modifiers. That is a guiding bolt in a one attack.
Yeah, it is. Right, let me just get this out. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that is.
You get brutal criticals as well.
And so is that would that be an extra d6 or are you
an extra
factoring that into
d6?
the 4d? Yeah. Oh, let me roll that too.
You have one brutal critical at level 12, right?
Yeah, one brutal critical. So
3d6 plus 2d6 force.
3d6 plus 2d6 force. So I rolled. So on the brutal critical die, I rolled a 6. And then on the other dice, I rolled 18, so doubled that to 36. So that is 42 points of slashing damage.
It's double dice or double the score, so it'd be technically 1d6 doubled or 2d6.
I'll take the 2d6 because that was, because certainly I've got two natural 6s, so that is 6 plus 6. So that is 24 points of damage.
24
on that
points
strike.
So did you add the modifiers as well?
Yeah, that would have been 20. That would have been 24 plus 6. So that is 30. Plus the 6 that I did before with the other strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on this last attack, you did 30 points of damage?
Correct.
How do you want to do this?
She
she is just looking up at you with genuine fear. She is basically crawling away.
Then in my mind, she's sort of sunk to her knees as I've sort of sliced her with the left hook, and as she's sort of sunk to her knees, I've uppercutted her, and my blade has gone under her chin, out the top of her head.
Oh, Jesus.
And I lift her up, trophy style, and just go.
And she twitches for a few seconds, and then just goes slack.
Shake it down.
And she falls off the ledge and just tumbles and splats.
Yeah.
Dark, sort of wine-red blood seeping into the waters. Yeah,
and I think
she's
that's
dead. Okay. Very good. It is this guy's turn. He got affected, right?
Sorry, who?
This one.
Yep. Yeah, everyone to the right of them two in the middle got affected.
Okay. Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And I'll say it's part of that he flies diagonally, so it's 80 feet into the air, and he's just like flying away. Oh yeah, on initiative count 20, the rest of these motherfuckers. Oh no, it wasn't that guy. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Those guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Oh, I can't be asked raising them up. But yeah, they're flying the fuck away. Cool. Hilira.
Okay. Oh God, I'm even shaking. I feel like a freaking chihuahua right now. Okay, I will.
Just don't start humping Delisa's leg.
I'm not that kind of girl. I will.
No necromancy in this party, everyone. Come on.
Never. My spells are never necromantic. What are you talking about? I will turn towards Delisa. I'll reach into my backpack and take out my unicorn, put it back, take out my diamonds. I find it eventually in my shit. I will lean down and I'll go, Delisa, I swear to all the gods, you better come back, because the ladies will kill me if you don't. And I cast Revivify.
Alright. So that's what you say as part of this?
I don't know, man!
Okay, no, I'm just asking. That's what you said. Okay. You crush the diamond. So as you take the diamond out, it turns into powder in your hands, and you do these sort of racing motions across her body, almost as if you're trying to like water bend like a toxin out of her or something to that effect. And you trace these lines across her body. Hilira, I'm going to ask you for a persuasion check.
Oh, God. Okay.
Have a inspiration die.
Which is what die?
It's a D6.
A D6. I'll just grab it just in case he's...
I don't know how this works, but Delisa also gave you a bardic inspiration. You used it, but thanks to unfailing inspiration, you still have it.
True.
I don't believe you can stack bardic inspiration.
You can only have one inspiration up at a time, and it's the latest one that applies. This came up in my last game.
In which case, I just screwed over the inspiration and die. I'm so sorry.
So this is Dolisa's first death, and it's within the first round, so the DC is not a very high one.
I rolled an 18 plus 7.
Okay, the DC was
25.
10. Yeah, the DC was 10. So
just a quick question, Romeo.
Yeah.
For this spell, does the soul not have to be willing?
Well, I was about to get to that. Is the soul willing?
Please, I swear to God.
The soul is willing.
Okay.
Sammy, I swear to God.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
Like,
You know what? F it. Take an inspiration for the sheer level of troll. That's for you, Sammy. I respect that. I respect that evil. But yes, this golden energy dissipates from your hand, and the warmth passes from your palms into Delisa. And after a moment, she draws breath. Technically,
Hello,
still have a
darling.
bonus action if you want.
Yes. Can I try and like clasp arms with her and like drag her up so she's standing again?
I'll allow it. Why not?
Okay.
So you're able to do that.
And then as I pull you close, I whisper in your ear, "Die again and you'll stay dead."
Whoa! The savagery. You sure you didn't take a level in barbarian on your last level up?
I am being trained by a barbarian.
That is
I'm
fair.
so
That
proud.
is fair. Also, Bonnie in the chat just commented, or one of her comments was, "It's just the first death, it's fine." And I don't know why, but that reminded me of that bit in The Simpsons where they're chasing the pig. It's like, it's just a little slimy. It's still good. It's still good. She's just a little power word killed. She's still good. She's still good. Alright, random aside. But if that is your turn, Hilira, it is your turn, Xanthia.
Yeah, Xanthia would run over and take a deep breath, seeing that Delisa's already up again, and put both of her hands on Delisa's shoulder and lay on hands for 35 hit points. You feeling better? Again? You feeling okay for now?
Like I never left.
That's great! Great. Okay. And she'll cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on Delisa to make sure that it stays that way. And that would be my turn.
Okay, it is Amalia's turn.
Okay. So, Amalia's just seen someone she's quite fond of die, and the last words not relevant to her. But fortunately, she's blinded by rage, so it doesn't hold a grudge. Question: if you are moving an avatar or an echo, I can move them up to 30 feet with no action required. Is
Correct.
that like a teleporting 30 feet, or is it like the physical body moves
Physical
30
body.
feet? Okay. Would the being be able to move 25 feet and or move up to clamber this platform to where Othran has fallen?
Gonna need another athletics check.
Okay. Yep.
She could also expend a use of the echo. She could recast the echo and just bamf her up there. I would allow
No,
that.
that is true, but that uses a bonus action to do that. So she will try and do this. So it's a D20 plus athletics. That is a 24.
Yeah, sure. I'll say she can get up there.
She has a movement speed of 45 feet. Is she
It's-
able to get next to?
Sure. I feel like I know
Cool.
what's gonna happen, so sure.
Yeah. She then uses a bonus action to swap places with her echo,
Zzz, zzz.
and she will use all of her actions to butcher the corpse.
Oh wait, sorry. Actually, I forgot. Othran fell down because Botch tossed her off the edge, so she wouldn't even
Oh,
need to do
that's
any
fine.
of
In which
that.
case, then no need to do any of that.
Yeah.
The echo stays there. She just runs over to the body,
The
probably triggering her an attack of opportunity from.
he already uses
this
reaction.
Guy. That's fine. And then she will then use her bonus action instead to teleport the echo to 30 feet on the other side to give herself advantage on the corpse.
Doesn't work. That I don't do.
No, I
flanking
know,
in that
but
way,
she's just going to be
fine.
butchering the corpse.
Okay.
And she
Yeah.
will also use a second use of Unleashed Incarnation to just basically they both just butcher into the corpse, and she just goes into a primal rage, just eviscerating it.
Yeah,
And that
the
is her turn.
wine red cloud just begins to fill and just turn the water red. And by the time Amalia's done, she just needs a bit of rice and some seaweed wrap because she is completely like you hear horrific bones splitting and cracking and crunching as she sunders the skull into multiple pieces, the torso, and it's not good. Hey, speaking of which, Amalia.
Did you get any of that? Oh, that's fine.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You are down to 82 hit points. I've sent you and in that DM I sent you, I've gone through the use of the abilities that have been expended as well.
Okie dokie, thank you, Moss.
No problem.
Just quickly make Violet visible. Okay, I'm just gonna pop there on stream. Cool. Yeah, at some point I'll have to configure a better layout, but that will do for now. Okay. So, so that just happened. It is Kargur's turn. Seeing that happen, he's gonna rush behind Amalia and he's going to try and cut you in the back. 24 to hit.
That hits.
That will be 11 points of slashing damage. Oh, no. 14 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
And just realizing it's kind of over, he's gonna run away. 5. Oh, wrong set of keys. 5. So you ran 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's where you can get. It is the priest's turn. What's she gonna do? One a day each. Altheron's dead. Cargo's running away. She looks around. No! And she will cast Flame Strike. Can I get Hilira, Xanthia, and Delisa to all make dexterity saving throws?
Hold on. I cast Sanctuary on Delisa, so she's warded against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom save. On a failed save, you must choose a new target.
That dice had a journey, 23. Like went brrrr, did like a whole loop.
Yeah, that would save.
She is a cleric, just so yeah, her wisdom saves are kind of good. But yeah, so
Are these still the dice I sent you?
yes.
I am flying back and taking them.
So this is all your fault, is what we're learning. Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll use the purple ones next because Sammy can attest to this. They did me in for the first half of the Strixhaven game.
Are those the ones that are meant for Amalia?
These are meant for Violet.
I mean,
Okay.
did you read the note?
Yes, I did. Apologies. That's
Clearly not.
brain no working. I have had a lot going on.
Okay, got a 19 on the save.
21.
Okay, that succeeds. So 19 succeeds, 21 succeeds. Wait, what's her DC?
+3 from you, right?
Plus 4.
Oh, +4 is 17 then.
Succeeds. The DC was 14, so you only take.
Okay.
It's really just a fireball with extra steps, so don't panic too much. God, what happened to that die? Oh no, that was a coin. And, blue. Actually, let's just do these separately. So, 5, 10. Ooh, 2 5s and 2 4s, so that's 18 points of fire damage, halved to.
I'm down. Oh, okay.
Can I take your damage?
If it's half, I'm fine.
And an additional 7 points of radiant damage.
Cool. Can I, before I go down, Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah, sure.
Can I take your damage?
How much was it total? Sorry.
It was 9 plus 7, so 15.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'm taking 30. And you're good.
Okay.
If you didn't take sorry, what Hellish Rebuke is when you take damage, right?
Yeah, so it
It's a
wouldn't trigger.
reaction, yeah.
So you would not be able to trigger it if you didn't take any damage.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That's okay, so that's her turn. She's gonna chance it. She's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, she
And
gets
Delisa
there.
has no reaction, so.
Bithynia, your turn.
Wee-oo. Okay, so can she see Delisa? Like, I don't know if this like protection thing.
That shell has a bit of an altitude, so yeah.
Okay, so like didn't take long. I'm good to see you back. Please don't do that again. Please and thank you to Elisa. We'll have a longer conversation later. And this, where the hell is it? And they're retreating, these two guys in the back here, down here.
So one of them is Belmos, the guy who's helping you. So okay, for clarification, I didn't want to like load the field with tokens, but in the background, Belmos and his guys are still basically engaging the entirety of the Chosen, and they're doing quite well. The his two abominations are just like literally just like pick one guy up and just like pull him apart. and they're kind of doing the heavy lifting, but his men are also doing the brunt of it. And Belmos is just a flurry with his Zephyros, just carving people left and right.
Okay. And so is this thing, this token that's directly in front of us, a threat to any of us right here?
I believe so, yes. That abomination was not affected.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to try...
Was it Scott? Sammy, I can't remember.
I believe so, because it was anything to the right of Delisa, from right to left, that wasn't the two bosses.
In that case, yeah, no, he's not a threat. He's about to fly away.
Okay, so I can do anything left to right, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. And then homegirl over here, is she still alive and kicking? Because I see her token up still.
Oh, sorry.
I thought she was dead. Is she dead?
She's dead.
Right?
I need to mark her as dead. Go.
Okay. And then home dude over here with the horns, Kargar.
Kargar, yes, he's still kicking. He's running away.
Okay. But these guys, I guess I'll Eldritch Blast this one over here. I'll just try to Eldritch Blast what's close to us, because they're still standing guard, right? These 4 that are in front of the...
they all look ready to fight. Yes, you could absolutely Eldritch Blast them. You could also hit them with an AoE spell.
I will Eldritch Blast them.
Cool.
That is what I'll do.
How are
I
you
only have 1
divvying
spell
up
slot left.
How are you divvying up your 3 Eldritch Blasts?
I don't know how many HP they have, so if allowed, if I kill the first one, can I move on to the next?
Yeah, sure.
With the remaining? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A 12 to hit. 17 to hit.
12 misses. 17 hits.
17. And a 14.
14 misses, unfortunately.
Okay. So I will hit with 7 damage for that one, and then I'll be done with my turn.
Blast him in the shoulder. As a general reminder, you do get your spell slots back on a short rest, so you can occasionally afford to be a bit more liberal with their use.
With my spell slots, I've already gone in and used 2 of my 3. So,
no, yes,
like,
course,
I haven't done
like,
Eldritch Blast at all, so...
You know, of course, it's just a general note. All you need to be back up to full struff is, have a wank, have a biscuit, and you're good. No.
I can't do a short rest in the middle of the fight, though. That's... Right?
I mean, not with that attitude.
No.
Like, hey guys,
let me use my last spell slot to do a tiny symptom
you're fine,
or a tiny hut in the middle of the fight.
You're all good, you're good.
Short rest it up.
Delisa, it is your turn.
Okay. Delisa is going to cast Mass Healing Word at 5th level and target everyone. Everyone but Bacchios. Not because she doesn't want to target him, just there's a limit and there's 7 of us.
Respect.
And he's got the most hit points. So, but it was like between Bacchios and Amalia, and you know, you don't want a mad kitty. So everyone gains 21 points of healing each. And then as her action, Karga, as he's running away, just hears in his ear, as if Delisa was right there, Erebus sends his regards, and she'll vicious mockery him. So that is a wisdom save 17.
I don't think that succeeds. He rolled an 11 for a total of 13.
No. So he takes pretty low roll. 6 points of psychic damage, and what happens? Yeah, it's disadvantage on his next attack roll, but
cool.
And then will she move? No, she'll just stay where she's at.
Oh, this one up on the roof is one of Belmos's, so let me just remove them from the initiative order because they're not part of this.
Can you say again what we get for the healing? I couldn't hear it over the sound of the music.
21.
21 HP? Thank you.
Do you need to lower the volume of the music?
Yes, please. It's just a one like flute or something that's in it. That part of the music loop goes higher than the other parts.
Okay, I've got it at 12. Let me set it to 8. Okay. Let me just stop sounds. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. This guy is still kicking, so he is going to... Let me just pull up. Did not have the Dragon Flesh Abomination stat lockup. Dragon Flesh. I will say part of this designing this particular island as a whole was finally getting to part of the appeal was finally getting to go through Fizzban's Treasury of Dragons, and use a lot of that stuff, which I've been waiting to do for ages. So
Nice.
fly 40 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35. He's not taken a turn yet, so he's going to use Acid Belch and go against Dolisa, Xanthia, and Hilira. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Remember to add your +4s.
Sorry, add a +4 is Xanthia's dagger, dagger, dagger. We need to get a t-shirt
Yep.
with that shit on.
25.
Yep. 25 succeeds.
Okay, I'm gonna use my favorite by the gods thing because
Nice.
I rolled really bad.
Divine Soul Sorcerer for the win.
Romeo, I don't know how to undo
So,
this circle. Is that was that the one who made
That would be
I
18.
think I just made a
total.
bunch.
The saving throw, succeeding on the saving throw is undercut by the mushroom cloud that Bithynia really.
What's going on here?
What on earth did you eat?
My god, it's a chili eating contest and I lost again.
Yeah, the
No, I think we
spell,
all lost.
The spell is called Hydrogen Bomb, and it's a Bithynia exclusive. The material component is the entire
Cafeteria
lunch
food.
menu at Chipotle. That does succeed though, Xanthia. Delisa, what'd you get?
11.
Oh, so okay, 11 fails,
Oh.
unfortunately. So, Delisa, you take... Running out of d6s. 7, 11, 21, 22, 26, 20, 31 points of acid damage. As you are just inundated with corrosive gas that just starts to erode your skin. Everybody else, you take 15.
Good thing I was so generous with my lay on hands.
Cool. That is its turn. It is now this guy who... Oh, why is he not moving? Hi. Oh, I was on the wrong selection, so he's just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I'm just gonna make him fly away a bunch. Whose television is going off in the background? Is that you, babe?
I'm currently downstairs in the living room because I haven't had dinner, so yes, probably.
I hear Greek soap operas in the background, which is appropriate given the Grecian drama that is happening in this stream
Dad, are
tonight.
you watching Greek film? Yeah, that is Greek.
Cool. Off top of the initiative order, Arthurine is dead. Scotty, it's your turn again.
Okay. Well, my plan to catch a killer is moot, as the killer is now caught and dead. So I know that we have the Calgar is kind of below us, so I'm a little bit torn for what I'm going to do. I know that Bokios is next in the initiative order, and I think he'll be more than sufficient at stopping a Minotaur. So I will spend 5 feet of movement just to get up, because it's tough to just be stood there. And I will cast Sanguine Thrall, utilizing just the blood from the various fallen pirates and creatures that have amassed here.
Okay.
I do not.
do you place it?
Don't use any of the blood of Othrin. It's just all the other things.
Where do you place it?
I'm going to place it where my token is, pretty
Okay.
much. So I can't get rid of that silence circle. It's kind of positioned there.
Okay. So you all hear this horrific, and just the sound of rushing water as Scotty does almost like a dance, a ballet. Again, like water bending, but you just see like all these dead bodies being drained out of their eyes and nose and mouth, and this red torrent coalesces into this. You've seen water elementals before, and this reminds you of that, except it's crimson red and has these wailing faces forming in out of the red liquid. Like almost as if they're inside, trapped and straining against it, but made out of blood. And you now have a Sanguine Thrall.
Nice.
And I command it. Now. No one must know we're here. Bury all the corpses.
Does it go immediately after you?
No, I have to roll initiative for it, so I'll do that now. But that's the basically that's the thing. Oh, I rolled a 2, so he's probably right at the end of the initiative. But
Cool.
yeah, he's basically just been commanded to take the corpses and bury them.
Copy. I can't remember. Did I configure this thing so you own it as well?
She did.
Super. So you can be the one to move him. Excellent. That brings us to Botch.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'm here. Right. I see this cowardly Minotaur tear past me, and I'm like, not today, sunshine, not today. And I go just behind him, and I would like to.
He's technically on the platform below you. There's no good way of representing.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's like, okay, so you might, okay.
You can drop down in front of him, but yes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm dropping down in front of him though. Okay.
He's taller than you, but he looks shit.
And I would like to use my first attack.
Okay. Make an attack
Actually, no. What I would like to try and do, if anything, is I'd like to try and grapple him so that he can't run.
Okay. Athletics check.
Oh yeah, with advantage. Ooh, yes, please. That's a 19 plus 9, so that's 28.
Can he even succeed against this? If he rolls a natural 20, he's gonna use Indomitable to try to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Nope, it was worse than the first roll. So you.
Okay.
And
as
almost
I'm
unbeknownst, responding to you, the threads unravel, as in extra threads unravel from the blades in your arm and begin coiling around him as well.
Amazing. How agreeable would you be to try and if I would like to try and move him towards Amalia?
How much of your movement have you used?
About 10 feet. I've got 30 left.
I will let you. Yeah. With that amount of movement left, yeah, you can drag him though.
Yep. So as I'm dragging him through the water, I'm like, no, Amalia, I've got you a pinata. Have at it.
Okay. Anything else?
And that'll be my turn.
Cool. This abomination is gonna keep flying away, and for the purposes of simplicity, he's gonna fly away. Yeah. And he's removed from combat, as they're all just like. Oh yeah, initiative count to 20. These guys continue to fly away, and at this point, I'm just gonna remove them from the map because they're just flying away. And they're just like, bye. Cool. Lira.
Okay, so the big guy on our left is still bad.
Yes.
And then we also have the other big guy that Bakias has handled.
Yep.
Cool. I have two options. What do I want to do? You know what? We'll go for a good old reliable. I'll cast Guiding Bolt on the big guy.
Okay. What level?
Oh wait, what did I have open? 4th!
Okay. Damn. Make an attack roll.
Ha! That was a natural 18! Plus
Hits.
9!
Hits.
Okay. Let me just roll my d6s. Is it gonna roll? Yes, it is. That's mediocre. That's 22 points of damage!
Okay.
And he starts shining.
He does. And he is wreathed in a glow as he has a massive sucking chest wound that is burning up. And
I'll
next attack
turn-
against him is advantage.
Yeah, I'll turn to Xanthia and go, hit him real hard. That's it.
Okay, Xanthia, it is your turn.
Seeing that the big guy, do you mean the monster or the grappled guy?
The big guy with the monster is the one who's you've got advantage against.
Cool beans. Cool beans. So yeah, I'm running up to him, making my way. And I'm gonna hit him with my trident.
Okie dokie.
So that would be a 19 to hit for the first attack.
Hits.
Oh yeah. 19, yeah. There's- And I dropped my die. So, Jesus. Mathematics is so hard. So that's 13 slashing and 2 radiant damage.
Okay, so 15.
Second attack would be a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
So that's 9 slashing and 5 radiant damage.
So to 14.
Mm-hmm. And bonus action, bonk
Go
him.
for it.
Bonk him. Oh god, that's only a 15.
15 just hits.
Cool.
You spending of any
so-
Atmos charges on this?
True, I can do that. Yes. I'll just do... Yeah, I'm going to do a steam blast. So that would be 2 charges.
Well, roll to
Two
see if.
charges.
So it's a con on save on the.
Con save, yeah.
Con save on the first one to see if you can then also spend a second charge to do the
No,
second one.
strength save for the first, con save for the second
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I was saying, let's roll to see if you possible in the first place. What's the DC?
15.
Just fails. 14.
Cool. So let me roll my d6s. So that would be 4, 8, 12, 18 bludgeoning.
How do you want to do this?
Okay. I would imagine that after Hilarious Guiding Bolt, he's still somewhat illuminated with like golden light, and Xanthia rushes in. Just 1, 2, and then with her last strike, like huge geyser erupts from the trident, steaming hot, and it just basically scalds all of the scales off of his face, and he drops down.
Oh yeah, it's not pretty. You lacerate his chest heavily with the blades of the trident, and then you spin around one last time, and then just release like a shotgun blast, like a continuous stream of burning hot vapor that. And just at the sheer pressure, the skin on his face begins to peel, and the muscle underneath and the sinew begins to cook. And in 6 seconds, you have flayed the flesh from his face. And this hulking, deformed skull is all that remains, with the eyes, like, slowly starting to melt out of it. And it falls to the ground, dead. Alright. Anything else?
Cool. Nope. That
I
would
forgot to do this. Oh, sorry.
be my... No, hold on. I think I still... Did I already use my bonus action?
Does the trident... I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, I did. Okay, anyways, yo, you go on.
Okay, cool. So I forgot to do this earlier. On initiative crown 20, the dreadnoughts do still take a turn. So one's gonna go to Scotty. One's going to go to the new blood elemental. And 2 are going to go towards Xanthia. So we'll start with Xanthia.
Cool.
They're gonna take, a total of 4 attacks against you. 24 to hit.
Hits.
Shield other +5 to your AC. Doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Nice. I might have a look at that spell. It's a little busted.
It worked perfectly.
Axe round 2.
I'll give warning this time. Second attack. That one's a 23.
Nope.
Is shield others till the end of the round? Okay. Miss then, and 21 still doesn't hit. Cool. The one's gonna attack the blood elemental. That is a modified 20 to hit.
Sorry. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. It takes 11 points of slashing damage. I can't remember if the elemental's resistant.
Slashing, did you say? It's as per water elemental, which normally does, but let me just make sure there's no changes for this one. Give me just one quick second. In addition to its other resistances, so yes, resisted.
15 to hit on the second attack.
15 hits.
8 points half to 4.
Okay, what was the first amount of damage, did you say?
The first one was shit.
Was it 11?
Yeah, 11.
11 half to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Last one's gonna take 2 swipes against you, Scotty. It's gonna fly up.
Yep.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yes, hit.
11 points of slashing. Sorry, no, 13 points of slashing.
Yep.
And that was a journey. 12.
That one does not hit.
Okay, that is the Dreadnought's turn. Amalia, your turn.
So, at this point, Botch has brought over a little special pinata to me, right?
Yep.
Thank you, my friend. And I will go crazy with my axe.
Okie dokie. How much are you using? Just 2 attacks? Just 3 attacks? Or are you action surging or anything else?
Well, for now, I'm gonna use 2, and then I will decide.
Okay, you have 3 because you're a level 12 fighter.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna use 2 for now, though.
Just 2? Okay, take 2 attacks.
By the way, they're both at advantage because he's grappled.
I don't believe grappled bestows advantage.
No.
It just
Does
reduces
it not?
to 0.
No, it just
that's
reduces to
restrained.
0. Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. My bad.
Well, modify 20.
Hits.
And then damage is 7.
7? Damn, sorry. I can imagine that was a low roll. Okay, second attack.
$17.
Hits.
$9.
Cool.
And I'm gonna roll another attack because.
Okay.
$14.
14 misses, unfortunately. On the first one, he manages to just like hoof you in the knee, and that temporarily disables you enough to miss the attack.
Okay, 1 second. Because, you know, she's angry and hella raging. So, where is my actions? One second. Sorry. Jesus Christ, money. Yeah, I will action surge and then do one more attack if that's okay.
You do 3 more attacks.
Oh, hell yes.
Cool. Go ahead and roll those.
Okay. First one. 23.
23 hits.
15 damage.
Okay.
Next roll is modified 20.
Hits.
17 slashing damage.
Good God, yes. Third attack.
16.
16 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, and then she's just gonna be like,
Okay.
that's it.
It is Kargur's turn. He doesn't want to be there at all. He's going to try to break the grapple. That is a natural 1. Never mind. That is his action. It is the Blessed turn. I will say as well, as part of this, as she's running away, you watch as Belmos finally, like, whips out and shivs her in the back. He's going to make an attack roll. That is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, that's going to be a lot of sneak attack damage. What did I say for Belmos? Okay, so that with. Oh, those are D6s. Oh God. Okay. Oh God. 12, 22. First and foremost, now we roll sneak attack. 22, 27. 16, 37, 43. And that's her total HP. She had 43 left.
Clinical.
Literally, she's trying to rush her way through the crowd, and you watch her as she stops. And then just like stepping out from like behind her almost perfectly, and you hadn't seen her in the crowd of, hadn't seen him through the crowd of people. You see Belmos with a thin short sword, just, and he just yanks it out, and the priestess just collapses to the ground, and her lifeblood pours out of her throat. So that's the end of her. Bithynia, it's your turn.
And then Karger, how is he looking?
He's taken some amount of damage, but he's still okay. He's a big dude.
I will target him.
Okay.
And see if I can do.
Good psychic Lansom.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I guess I'll just.
Yeah, good
see
psychic
if I can
Lansom
psychic.
or Synaptic Static, the 4 Dreadnoughts, or.
I'll do the Yeah, I'll do that. The 4 Dreadnoughts with that one.
Cool.
That
Synaptic
sounds better.
Static. Love this spell. So they need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yep, 17.
Oh boy. That's gonna be rough. Where's my D20? I will use the white one. Natural 2. Intelligence, oh god. Still fails, because they don't have a modifier. Still fails, so 2 natural 16s, which is not enough.
Oh, Jesus.
The last one was an 18, so one of them succeeds. But the rest fail. So go ahead and roll 8d6 psychic damage.
And that's a total of 28 damage.
Oh.
So as she just sits upon the shell over here, observing the carnage and chaos, she's like, I'll go for this one. And her thoughts combined.
Almost done, and 28, yeah? And the last
28
one
damage,
takes
yeah.
14. And the 3 that failed, they have a little extra thing. Now, I'm going to... Let's just use that one. At some point I gotta read what these actually do. There's no, like, brain blast one. So it's frightened condition, but so now they subtracted D8 from all attack rolls and saving throws, because you all hear it. You hear it with your brain as opposed to your ears. It's the psychic equivalent of being next to a roaring inferno, as if someone had cast a fireball a foot from your face, but in your mind is just hear an chilling boom sound and just like feel a pulse of psychic energy go outwards. The rest of you are not affected by it, although you feel it tangentially. And the 3 dreadnoughts just clasp as their ears and their eyes begin to bleed. As, Bithynia, your glyph is appearing on your forehead again, and you're releasing wave after wave of psychic energy. Cool. You still have a bonus action if you want.
Yeah, because 2 of mine are moving, but one's based on a hex, so... And I went without doing a hex before, so... I mean... What's he saying? Does a bow count? I don't think a bow counts as 2 weapons, or 2.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah. So, yep, nope, I got nothing for a bonus action.
Okie dokie. Dolisa, it is your turn.
Unless, did I? Okay.
Are you good, Rebecca?
I just didn't know if I had already used my Sphinx Displacement. I thought that I did earlier.
I think you did.
Yeah, I did. And then I just don't remember what the resistance was that I had picked.
Sorry, again, I need to recreate this at some point. That resistance to, that's the snippet where it says you can choose 1 damage type to gain resistance. That's because someone started with the Fiend Pact and, converted it in D&D Beyond. I don't think the Sphinx Warlock actually has the ability to choose a resistance type. I think that's a Warlock. I think that's a Fiend thing. Double check, but,
I'll double check it. I'll do it. I don't think I've ever used it, so you're probably right. But if it is, I just wanted to make sure I had it done before the rest so that it was done in proper time. But continue. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I'm sitting good.
Okay. Delisa will use a bonus action and say over to Bacchios. Sorry for not healing you before, darling. And she will give him a Bardic Inspiration, which triggers Delisa's Instrument of Roses and Thorns, and she'll target Cargo with that. So he needs to make a Charisma saving throw.
Oof. No, that's like an 11 plus 12.
That's a fail. So he gains an Innovation dice. And then there are perfectly 6 enemies left, including him. And for all 6 of them, the lights go out. Complete darkness. And then a faint light glimmers through the shadow. And the next thing they know, they're falling down into an abyss. Above them, they look up and they see the visage of Fenax laughing at them as they're falling down. And when they look down, they see Erebos waiting for them as she casts Phantasmal Plunge.
Oh, boy.
So that's intelligence saves for all of them.
And yeah, it's not pleasant. It's, I hear just an awful... Okay. What was that? Wisdom save?
No, intelligence.
Oh boy. No. Nope. Nope. The highest was a 14. Oh wait, so I didn't roll all 4. Did you hit? Can you hit all 4?
All 6. So it's Cargo as well.
Okay. Oh, Cargo might succeed. You roll a natural 17 plus 17. 17 total?
Yes, because if I'm right, I can't use the Innovation die to subtract from a saving throw.
Yeah, it would, unless it says saving throw, no.
Okay. So 17 meter beats,
right? Or ability checks.
Attack. Yeah.
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 Okay, so
yeah. So he passes, but the rest of them, he takes half damage. But the rest of them will take. Hold on. Phantasmal Plunge. Where'd you go? 5d10 psychic damage. 34 points of psychic damage.
Dead.
And any of them...
Dead. 34.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 of them just like again. You just push the final nail in the coffin with what Bithynia was doing. You also boom, but you watch as they flail about and they literally throw themselves onto the ground with such force that you swear you hear some bones break, and they're just and their hearts just stop. And 3 of them lie dead. 1 of them slowly gets back up, heaving, barely alive on death's door.
So if he survived, he is prone and he can't take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Yep, he's low key after all. He's okay. Oh boy.
Yeah, and obviously Nova effects for Cargo.
Speaking of which,
yep.
it is the Blood Elemental's turn.
And the elemental slowly turns to the one that had struck it, that is now on the ground, and just starts picking them up and starts burying those corpses.
Oh, it's just burying the corpses?
Yeah, it's following the instruction to... Yes, it's not worrying
Okay.
about the combat. It is just... It basically... It until... For the duration of the hour that I have control over it before it disappears, it's just going to start trying to clear the scene of any overt evidence that there's been a massive bloody brawl. Kind of almost like using its arms, almost like a sieve to kind of get rid of the blood as it's kind of like almost like sweeping out of the way. Just
Yeah,
kind
it
of clearing
hoovers
the
up
space.
all of their blood, leaving them desiccated husks, and then it begins to bury and dispose of those. Top of the initiative order. Oh, Otherin's still dead. I'm just gonna delete her. Scotty.
And Skotinos will, hearing that there's a combat going over underneath him, pretty much, will... Oh no! Again, he Bokios has this, Amani has that, that's fine. So he's going to just step over here and just drop, spin the glaive and just drop the 10 feet, glaive down on top of the...
Make an attack roll.
There as well. As it is prone, do I get advantage with the attack?
Yes, you do.
Happy days.
Banzai!
That's 22 to hit.
22 does hit. Don't even bother rolling. He had 2 HP left, and you just basically jump down and stick it into his gut, and it... And
I kind of pop it down, and I almost kind of slide down it, almost like a little bit pole, and kind of leave it there, put it up, spin, and then kind of just glance over, and starts with a bit the grin that was initially there when he first started playing around with the glaive returns a little bit, and again it's that slightly not entirely Scotty-like upturn on the side of his mouth comes up, and he will then use the rest of his movement to get to the other side of Calga, and that's
okay. Botch, it is your turn.
Excellent. Okay. As I've got this guy grappled, I'm assuming I can't make a regular attack because I'm literally using my arms to sort of hold him in place, correct?
Correct. You could let him go and you would not be able to immediately move, but you would be letting him go.
Oh, can I headbutt him? Like an alarm strike?
Actually, that's the point. Are you... Because grapple just says you have to use one arm, right? It doesn't mean you need to use both.
No, just one arm.
Okay, you're using the Blades of Clothis are short swords. You wouldn't be able to use your 2-weapon fighting third attack with your bonus action.
No, but yeah, then in that case, yeah, using my right arm, I'll just stab with my left. I'm shank him from behind.
At 2 brute.
Alrighty. First one, 13. Rolled really shit that time.
Misses.
My second attack, dirty 20.
That hits.
Nice.
Oh, you did have a bardic inspiration if you wanted to use it on the first one.
I'll save it. I'll save it.
Okay.
Seeing as how this thing shit can get dicey.
I mind to end the combat, but I'll let you guys stick this out
because so that would be that would be 10 points of slashing damage on that.
Okay. He's a big fellow, but he is cornered. There's not much he can do, and you guys are slowly whittling him down. Anything else, Botch?
Anything on my bonus? I don't think so. No, I think that's it. I'm just gonna maintain.
Okay, Helida, it's your turn.
Okay, let me see. How far am I from the gang? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. Initiative count 20. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
The remaining Dreadnought looks at everything that's going on. Nah! And just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever it fixes, it just flies that far and 80 feet into the air as well. Oh, sorry, 120, not 80.
You know what? Does the blood elemental get an attack of opportunity?
He would have been flown too high by the time the
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
He will pretend to also be enthralled by Delisa's mass suggestion and join his guys. I'm clearly going to live. Oh no, the spell has totally affected me of everybody else all of a sudden. I must go. Yeah, he's noping the fuck out of that. Cool. Sorry, go ahead, Helida.
Yeah, can I just kind of skip over and go next to Amalia in between her and her echo?
Sure.
Can I move myself? I don't know if I can move myself. Yes, I can.
Let's say, yeah,
wow.
So. What happened to my fire dice? Sorry, I'm listening. You go ahead. Ah, there it is.
God, it's moving so slowly. I can't. It's okay. I've done it. How is that guy looking? That we're all
He's
chipping
about
away
bloodied now. He's taken damage, but he's not seriously hurt. Yeah, well, he's seriously.
Okay.
6 out of 10. He is at.
Cool beans. You know what? Sure. As I move up to him, I'll just look him in the eyes and go, there, and I'll pet him and I'll inflict wounds.
Okay. Spell attack.
Yes.
Cool. Go for it.
Oh, that's a natural 20!
Oh no. What level was? Wait. What level did you cast it at? Okay.
Third, so that's 10d10.
Oh no.
That's fun. Okay, I'll roll on D&D Beyond,
Well.
and then I'll double it.
This is where he drops from the call as like it tries to load.
Let me see. So that's 29 times 2, 58.
Jesus. Okay, so he is seriously hurt now as you did half his remaining hit points in one attack as you just place your hands on his chest and then he coughs up black bile. Please, no. Anything else?
Once again, I'll give a thumbs up to Buckios. I'm learning so much.
Xanthia, it's your turn.
Okay, Xanthia is like not very close to all of the action right now. So she'll turn and look at Kargur and give me just a second. Yeah, she'll just point in his direction, and all of you hear the sound of like a hammer hitting an anvil, and she casts Sacred Flame.
Nice.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm gonna give him disadvantage on that because he's grappled. I don't know if that's the official rule, but he's basically being held at this point, so. Good, because one of those was a natural 20. Dexterity saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 50.
Fails.
Okay.
So that's 8, 9, 15 points of radiant damage.
Got it. He's looking real rough.
And Xanthia will just start making her way over to the rest of the party, just
Mega more.
not too much in a hurry.
Okay. Do you need me to
And
move
that's my
Xanthia, or are
turn.
you good? Oh, okay, cool. Amalia, your turn.
All right, let's finish him off. First roll is modified 20.
Hits.
Slashing damage is 11.
Cool.
Second attack. Oh, what is going on? $16 fails, doesn't
Misses, unfortunately.
it? Okay. And then third roll. Okay, that misses again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Anything else?
1 second. I just want to see if I can do something.
Laura.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay, Cargo's gonna try to break the grapple again, and rolled a natural 3. He's basically
I'm going to
done.
use Dalisa's reaction to subtract the D10 from that with her
From the
innovation
natural
die.
3.
Yes, yes,
this is
because
just being a dick at this point.
no, it's not, because if he goes to 0, he takes 6d6 necrotic damage, and I rolled a 3, so it does.
Well, no, because that's a natural 3, and he has a strength modifier of +9.
Oh well. It was worth a try.
Okay, Bithynia, it's your turn.
Alright, I have Eldritch Blast left because I've used my spell slot, so I'm going to try to Eldritch Blast this guy into...
Go for it.
Uh, 20... Whatever 14 plus 9 is. 23.
Hits, yeah.
A dirty 20.
Okay.
And
Hits again.
then... Got these nice scaly dice for our scaled friends, but I can't read them in the dark, so... It was a 17 plus,
Yeah, all 3 hit, so
Okay.
go ahead and roll 3d10 and then add 15 to that number.
Bum, bum, bum. You said I'm adding 15?
Yeah.
No, rolling my in-real dice. So, as she's loading it up, she has done 23 plus 15, so...
Damn.
Wait, 23, so 38? Is that 38? Remedial math?
So you rolled it as Eldritch Blast.
I don't know why I'm adding 15, but I'm totally taking...
So, okay, so...
Because I already add
I
plus 5
I thought you were
to mine, 'cause
rolling
I-
IRL, so I thought you were rolling, I thought you were gonna roll 3d10 and then add 15 to that. But if you've rolled in D&D Beyond, that total actually
Yeah, it
does
already
become
added it up. Yeah, so-
23.
23 damage.
How do you want to do this? That he had exactly 23 HP left.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yay. So she's going to roll her hands up, arc that beam up, Eldritch Blast, and you see 3 of them arc up and just go over her dear friends and just pew pew him into the ground and finish off what everyone else has started.
Oh yeah, Hilira, you and Scotty feel the rush of wind as these beams of energy move like a hair's throw past your head with pinpoint accuracy, missing you and you're safe from harm, but basically blowing Karago's head off. And with that,
Yay!
combat is over as you turn around and you hear... Alright, I'm gonna switch back to the main cam. You guys feel free to look at the map, but it's less important now. But as you hear the sounds of battle dying down behind you, and you turn and you see that slowly but surely Belmos and his cohort are mopping up the remaining ne'er-do-wells, the remaining folk. Alright, 1 second. And he sinks his blade into one of the last chosen and then pulls it back. Alright, I gotta admit, you guys clean house pretty great. And I think that's where we're gonna take a break. So let us meet back here at 9:15 or in 15 minutes approximately from now. To quote a very special person, empty what needs to be empty, refill what needs to be refilled, and grab yourself a delicious snack. And we will meet back here in 15 minutes. Thank you so much to everybody.
Look forward to it.
Seconds,
Bye.
And we're clear.
Okay, weird fact though, when you
Yeah.
like refreshed it, we missed half of your speech. Just FYI.
That's fine. It wasn't anything important. It's just like, so sometimes Video Ninja does this thing where I won't be able to see you in the preview that I'm using as like a video call, but that same camera will show up on the stream I'm exporting. So like a moment ago, Ali, like I couldn't see him, I didn't know he was back, but on the OBS, when we tab back, you looked normal. Well, that robe looks really comfortable, by the way. Totally side tangential point, but we are back. And so there you stand, in the aftermath of this wreckage and ruin. As you see the remaining chosen that have not either surrendered or to swear fealty to Belmos, or been dispatched already, are dispatched. Nice work. They're fucking assholes. And Belmos walks up to you guys. Points to the blood elemental. Good job with that thing. We'll need it. If Krakex and Volska come back, I need to be able to sell some kind of bullshit.
Well, as long as you're sure we can keep this ruse going long enough for us to get a rest.
I'll keep the ruse going as long as I'm able to. But, if those dragons come a-knockin', don't expect me to lay down my life to keep your secret. Some advice. Don't be here when the dragons come, if they do.
How often do they?
I don't know. They come and go as they please.
That's not helpful.
Like every day, every other day,
Sometimes several times a day, sometimes it's multiple days between visits. Like I said, those little brats do what the fuck they want. So, find somewhere to hide is my advice.
Your abode seemed large enough.
Sure. Just, don't tell anybody where you're going. So what are you guys doing?
Finding a place to heal and rest.
We need to rest badly.
Sleepy time?
Sleepy time.
Cuddle puddle in a huddle in a tent.
Wouldn't a tent be like, what's the word? Conspiracy, like who's in the tent? So maybe...
Conspicuous.
Like, that's the word. Yes.
Conspiracy.
Hey,
I quite like the idea of just like, a conspiracy tent. And the conspiracy is how many bodies can actually fit in a tent at the same time.
Also, it's soft. Why would there be a tent in the middle?
True.
Also, I do not have the ability to cast a tiny hut, so it can't
it's a
be
ritual.
me.
You can cast it as a ritual.
You can ritual it.
Oh, true.
But are we gonna do that because it's quite sus?
Well, we can always do the tiny hut in the other hut.
You could do
like
the tiny
double,
hut.
multiple layers of huttage.
You could cast water breathing on yourself and then cast the hut underwater. Because there are canals here, so you could basically bury under the sea.
Okay, see, that makes sense, because that's not a conspiracy and not sus at all.
How long does water breathing last? 8 hours?
8 hours, but while
right.
you're inside the dome, it's a comfortable, breathable space. We then just need to hold our breaths and swim up.
Smart.
While this is all going on, I am going to go to the puddle that's left of Otherin, and I am going to hemokinesis a small amount of the blood and pot it into a vial of a slight of colour you haven't really seen before. These ones seem to kind of almost like have been charcoaled, so they almost have like a tinted tone to the glass. And then I kind of raise the jacket, and you see where on one side of my jacket there's always not jacket, but one side I've always had loads of different loads of vials there. The other side it's a bit more sparse, and there's only a very limited number, but they're all this darker tone. And I take the thing and I pop it in, and I then do up my time. Right, we should find somewhere to sleep.
Hey, horns. One moment. And Belmos calls out to you, Scotty.
Yes, darling.
In private.
I shrug. And I will. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I will go to him.
Look, what you brought up earlier jogged my memory, so, and you did me a solid putting me on top of the food chain here, so, for what it's worth.
Grove song.
It might not be much to go off of, but, I remember some old fucking geezer. God, a lifetime ago now, I was 6 or 7. He really went afoul of the elders and, that whole bunch of revelry-falutin' bastards that run the Vale. Really pissed him off. I remember overhearing something to the effect of him, sharing secrets. I don't know what happened to him, but,
Do you remember a name? Anything what he looked like?
Praxetes. He was, really old. And really cranky old shit, too.
Hair, colour, anything else to go on other than old and horny, which can apply to many people.
He had a beard that made his face look like a scrotum. Bald spot, long hair, like the satyr Belios. And, long, hooky aquiline nose. Like a real Scrooge.
Did you say the colour of the hair was blonde?
It was blonde once upon a time, I think, but it was, gray as shit when I saw him. Look, he was ancient when I was tiny, and I'm a bit older than you, so I don't know how good that info is.
Sure.
You tell your kitty cat friend over there to cool it with the noisy packet of candy.
Make me.
I think that may be some of the bone matter of your fallen comrade, and I don't want to interrupt a kitty cat while she's snacking.
Oh, please don't stop on my account. She deserves it worse. She is the actual worst. I have seen her do the worst things to really innocent people.
Of course.
What was that for?
You're a pirate.
Reasonable.
I can, out of a sense of, let's say, kinship, give you the chance for me to be aware if you are in danger in the future.
You know what? Sure. If nothing else, it'll, increase the chance that, you can kill the bastard who does it.
I open up my robes and I show the vials on the good side, and then I take out my blade.
He extends one long, almost coke nail kind of thing and just jabs it into the vein on his thumb and holds it over the,
And I'll take a vial.
Yeah, we had a witch who used to able to do that shit. She was cool. Got eaten by a dragon turtle.
Yeah, those are out there.
Yeah.
Well, this is really boring conversation, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Cool. That. I need to fuck
And
something.
I'm already walking away.
You just hear me yell, I need to fuck something. That fight was, hunger appetite inducing. He just walks off.
As Scotty was having that talk, could I have tried to, like, look at the bodies and see if there's anything fun? Do they have anything
Sure.
fun?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Some of the bodies are probably already still being, because I've not stopped the guy from doing his stuff. So it's just an elemental that's just moving bodies.
14.
14. You find about 423 gold pieces between everybody, and it takes... Like, if you want to pilfer everybody, you're going to be there for half an hour.
Well, I might just go for the main guy and gal.
Yeah, so Otherin and Kargur. So Kargur has a +1 greatsword that he is holding. And Otherin, as you rifle through, has a small crystal that is bound around her neck that seems to spill and fall out.
Mine.
Okay, you're holding it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a dull... Sorry, just pulling up my details here. Yeah, it is a blue crystal, like a cerulean blue that has edges like these veins of white that sort of crackle throughout it. Approximately this big and like a sort of pointed shard. You swear you see swirling white patterns on the inside as well. It almost resembles a, you swear, it seems like crystallized ocean.
Oh, that's cool. It's mine now.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I investigate
Oh.
to see if there's anything? Were any of the priests merged through all of this, or would any of them had any artifacts I could find? More interesting. If there's any books or any scrolls or anything that would have been educational that was left behind.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation is +5. 24? 24 total?
So, the priests themselves do not have artifacts on them per se, but you do find several spell components that would be good for one casting of the spell divination.
Do you know what those are? I don't even know what that is.
So, it's different depending on the deity that you follow. These ones appear to be, very particularly wrought and shaped fulgurite crystals.
Come again?
Tamara's eyes just went. Just turned into slits.
Sus. Very sus.
So they are fulgurite crystals, but the way they're arranged and the other components that are part of it, like incense and things like that, you know that this would be used for commune in particular. Sorry, divination in particular. They appear to be you're uncertain as to whether they would work with any casting or if they're unique to a devotee of whoever of these like whatever these guys are, but there's enough gold value there to theoretically cast it.
Okay, thank you. And so she will put it in her satchel and go about her way.
Cool. Where are you guys bedding down?
Can we go back to our ship? Is that an option? Is that too far?
I thought we wanted to go to Belmos's place.
Did you?
My thought would have been Belmos's place. Oh, actually, yes. The only other thing I would have, the one thing I would have actually said to, our beloved pirate companion before he left is, before you go, any of our crew, if you can just ensure that they can find their way back to the ship, so we can make an exit.
Done. All right. And you are all able to gather at the Siren's Wrath. I assume below deck. The crew
Can we do an inventory to see what is missing? Because they started unloading stuff from the ship as well.
Yes.
So
the ricotta is gone.
No.
But
that
everything
is the
else
biggest-
remains.
oh. You know what? I don't put it past someone to have just been sick and tired of just Scotty just eating that. Maybe he didn't agree with him, I don't know, but I'm heartbroken to see that that's gone. But okay, cool. If everything else is there, then that is fine.
Yeah, rename the ship the Cheesy Fart.
Is our phallic flag still there?
Yes, yes it is.
Okay.
You do notice that someone has painted veins.
I think it looks better.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Do we have everyone, or have we lost any crew?
You have everyone. There's a few extra, you have a few extra black eyes, and cuts and bruises here and there that weren't there before, but you have everybody.
Cool. I get to my hammock and I rest, because I'm exhausted.
Alright. Everybody's just so cool. You all...
Do we take watches? Do we want to do watches, or do we just all want to sleep?
Do you want to do watches?
I want to do a watch.
I'll do one.
I feel sus about this.
No, that's
Okay.
fair. Scotty's too exhausted to think.
Can I get an order of watches?
I'll go
I'll go
first.
first watch.
Oh, no, I'll do second.
Okay.
I'll go
I'll
last.
do third.
Okay, Hilira, make a perception check.
Okie dokie. Dirty 20.
The hour goes by without event. Watch.
15.
You don't hear anything. Silent and still. And even you are exhausted after that fight, so... Xanthia.
13.
Again. You are able to rest unmolested. Bithynia. Last perception check.
$12.
You successfully all complete a long rest. I rolled percentile die to see if the dragons happened to take a fancy to come back. And you awaken. You went to bed super early, so it's like 4 in the morning now. Like, it's still dark out when you awaken. But you all gain the benefits of a long rest. What is everybody doing?
I have nothing else to suggest. Other
Can't
than
hear you,
just-
Rebecca.
I said I'm writing some notes, journaling in the morning,
Okay.
doing some yoga, topside as the sun rises.
I would like to go find Delisa to check up on her.
Sorry, where is the ship at the minute?
So it's parked next to the other ships. I assume you wouldn't have moved it out of fear of arousing any suspicion.
Okay. Yeah, you find her easy enough.
Hey, sleep well.
I never sleep too well, but just a normal day.
I get that. But yeah, just wanted to see how things are. How are you feeling?
I feel fine, I guess. Thankful. I do need to speak to Hilira and give her my thanks. She was the one that revived me, yes?
Yes. Yeah, she was quicker than I was, as she usually is.
When I rose again, I did feel your healing magic. Can't find the word. Anyway, yeah.
Surging?
Surging. That's probably a good word. Yeah. I did feel your healing magic surging through me. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's the least I could do. Anyway. It was a very scary moment, and I'm just very glad that you're still with us.
I'm glad too. And if my memory serves me right, I did see you trying to stop the casting of the spell. I think you did your part. I just failed to do mine.
There's no shame in that. Otherin seemed like a very strong sorceress, so it's in the past now.
I mean, on that note, I have been thinking about that a little bit. Do you think somebody of that power, of that arcane magnitude, if they're only an underling to the person that we're trying to destroy, are we a bit out of our league at the moment?
Possibly. I mean, we did take out a good chunk of all of the other underlings, at least. But yeah, full-grown dragon and the 2 puppies or whatever, that's... It will be a very hard fight. I don't know if we can make it, but I think we have to try.
I wonder, perhaps I'm maybe weighing you all down.
Why would you think that?
Well, I was felled in that fight, and
You played a key role in that fight. When you sent away all of those monsters, we were surrounded, and you leveled the playing field considerably.
I would just never hope to be a burden, that is all.
You're not a burden to any one of us here. You're a very cherished part of this group. And I hope that you, at some point, will see that without doubting yourself or our words when we tell you that.
Thank you. I don't know if there's doubt in my heart. It's just trying to think of things logically, that's all.
Hmm.
Bithynia hasn't spoken to me since everything went down. Perhaps she's got a lot on her mind.
I would assume that she's in shock, probably.
That makes sense.
So,
Give her some time.
yes. And you also take the time that you need.
I will. I'll try to do a better job of staying alive next time.
Hope so.
I can't promise anything, though.
Yeah. Okay, you take care, and I'll go for my morning swim, I think. I'll see you around.
Enjoy. Thank you, Xanthia.
Thank you.
You go for your morning swim, Xanthia? As you emerge from the ship, you see, and looking over the bow, one of the remaining abominations, sort of just staring. It does like this running motion with its two fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep, run. That's a good idea.
It points at the hull.
Okay, can I look at the hull?
He seems to be pointing like at the like hull of the like below you kind of thing. 'Cause you're standing on top. And he like does this like furious movement with two fingers.
Okay. Can I jump in and see what he's like trying to get at?
You go below deck.
Or like into the water?
You can. You look at what he's looking at. It just looks like the side of the ship.
Okay.
He does like a little flurrying movement with two fingers, miming something running around.
Something running around. Okay. Can I find anyone on the ship?
Everyone else is below deck resting.
No, I'm topside. I'm doing yoga.
Okay.
Okay, I'm finding Bithynia in that case.
Yoga in the sunrise.
There's one of those abominations, and he's looking at the ship and going.
You see this too, Bithynia.
That's curious. And I can't tell if he's pointing to the side or inside.
Looks like he's pointing inside, I'll say, with your passive intelligence. He's like...
Hold on.
So where exactly is he? Is he just on the ship?
No, he's
or...
standing, like, on the, like, beach next to the ship.
Okay.
Can I use comprehend languages to see what he's saying? Says that I can understand the literal meaning of any spoken language. If this is actual language.
That's the
I
thing.
don't know if he's-
Let me just quickly figure out if it's an actual language. It is not a language, unfortunately. It can't speak. It's just making guttural sounds. It does like a little tippity tap with 2 fingers on the ground.
Should we examine the ship for, I don't know, someone who's walking around? Should I find Hilera? I think she can read minds.
Or you, I mean, if you want to go and examine the outside underwater, I can go inside.
Yeah, I can do that.
Good.
Okay, so Xanthia, you're examining the outside. Make an investigation check. Bithynia, what are you doing?
I'll go see if she finds anything before going inside.
Okay, make an investigation check, Xanthia.
That's a very strong 6.
Looks up to snuff.
I'm gonna go down. It's investigation.
Yep.
So I've got. I go inside. My investigation is total of 16.
Nothing's out of the ordinary.
Okay. So I'll come back topside. Xanthia, I don't see anything out of the ordinary inside.
Yeah, I also haven't found anything on the outside. But he seems very insistent. Do you want to come with us?
Just
Do you want
points
to
at the
run?
hull again.
Okay, I'm finding Hilera.
I can jump in and also look. Can I jump into the water and see if I can't see anything?
Sure, make an investigation check. Xanthia, you're going to get Hilira?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Hilera, you awake?
Yeah, what's going on?
Weird guy. He's just come upstairs, please. Look into his mind.
I got a 24 total, by the way.
You are confident that nothing is out of the ordinary.
Alright, I'm gonna come topside.
Okay. And Hilira, you come up out and you see this abomination, and as you come up, it points at Hilira. Like it exclaims happily. And it clicks for you. Running
Yes.
fingers.
She's the fast one, yes.
And it like opens its wings and flies up. Damn it, Siri. And it lands on the deck of the ship. And it walks up to you, Hilira. And
Hi.
you don't know how or where, but it pulls out a perfectly preserved flower. That's a beautiful orange, like a sort of like a parasol type thing that has these interlocking, swirling petals.
Thank you. That's very sweet. I'll put it in my hair.
Just scratches itself sheepishly. So you see a tint of red around the blue, horrific, abominable scale. And then it just sheepishly flies off.
Okay, bye.
That's it. That's all that was.
Outstanding.
Seems to have a secret admirer.
I've had worse.
That is true. Jesus Christ, that is... Oh my god.
How?
At least he's sweet.
That's true, yeah.
Yes, I'm very sweet.
He may be...
Fuck yourself.
Nice. Cool. But yeah, so yeah, that's that. It was just that bit. The day is yours. Also, the early morning is yours. It's still dark out because you had a very early night, so to speak. What are you guys doing?
Do we want to go and sneak up to the dragon?
I'm just thinking
while it's
if we are
asleep?
going to, now is the right time. Are we still committed to doing this?
Yes.
Are we still going with plan persuade first and fight when code word pineapple is said? Let me find our code words.
I
Yes.
think that was the word, yes.
Yes.
My guess is that if all the underlings that got away return to them, then they are already on alert that we are about.
What? Yeah. Well, what is the likelihood of us being able to persuade this dragon to relinquish an artifact that apparently, from sources have said, is very enamored by it already? Last time we tried to get something that was so popular, we nearly lost to Dolessa. Last time, not this time. I know that happened. That was separate.
Yeah.
But
Again.
and well, it was nearly you as well, Hilira. But my point is, it always tends to be the cost is one of us. Can we just make a blanket rule and just stop with that as a starting point for our? But if it gets to one of us being what we're trading, can we not and just go for the fight? Just makes things a lot easier. But my point is, I don't know if we have anything, or if there would be anything that would persuade it to want to. Unless you can think of something, any of you. I certainly can't.
I would like to echo what I spoke to Xanthir about this morning. If someone of her ilk was able to take down one of us, how many people will Straffus take down? Do we feel that we are powerful enough as a group to overcome her?
Do we not have the rally and ability for those that are in that town to help with us?
I don't know if that was going to be if we wanted to try and distract her to come here and we went to loot her cave, because I don't think the townsfolk are kind of ready for something like this. It could only go badly. Like, if they were able to distract the little ones, great, and perhaps they will with the stuff that's gone on. There's enough that maybe they'll start snooping around and just being curious, and who knows. But I don't think it'd work against Astraphus. I think it's just going to be us.
Could we, because it's early, try and find that Aster guy, and maybe he can get some people together and burn the place down? I don't know.
Did you prefer sending this morning?
No, because I was thinking we were gonna fight.
That's valid.
But I can run around town real quick and try and find Aster.
Well, this is what he looks like. And she'll minor illusion his face.
Okay. Roll an investigation check, Hilira.
18.
You're able to find him. You wake up enough people first, just knocking on doors, but eventually he answers the door. Oh, you're part of the, Saviors.
Yes, you met my Bard squad, I think.
Ah, yes. Bard squad, I like that. Are
Yeah.
they recruiting?
Well, I was kind of gonna go for the Bard bandits, but that, they're not really...
That's actually better.
I know, because it's double Bs.
And I haven't
It's a double
adventured
B.
in a long time, but if I get the band back together, that's what we're gonna call each other.
Okay, I actually have to ask you something. I got really distracted. Hi, I'm Hilira.
Hi, Aster, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Musical extraordinaire, traveled the world, romanced the world over. And it's not intentional, he's not actually hitting on you, he's just playing the part. But he gives you a little wink.
Okay, but first, before I tell you, greatest romance, tell me about it.
Greatest romance.
Yes.
Oh, so many.
Okay.
Any preference?
Okay, give me a top 3.
All right. The most turbulent I ever had
Okay.
was You know, I was traveling up to Akros, of all places, and he gestures to your armor. And I hear an igneous burst. And curious, across the bend, I crest the hill. In the Cataclysm Mountains. Now, this was dangerous enough, and I was foolish to begin with, but I couldn't help have my curiosity piqued, and I saw this gorgeous, fierce Oread. Dancing amongst the flames, volcanic protrusions of rock adorning her skin, of her otherwise unclothed form. She was as you might say, a bad bitch. And a little secret no man will want to tell you. The best way to a bad bitch's heart is being silly. So, there I was, about to be burned alive, and I told her a joke. It was the dumbest thing too. But she laughed. And so I told her another. And another, and I figured as long as I could be kept alive, as long as I could keep her laughing, I would still be alive and I would not be a pile of ash. And she never stopped laughing. But she did start loving, if you know what I mean. And so I ended up with a few blisters in certain places. He chuckles to himself. But yes, the only man to seduce an Oread and live. At your service.
Ah, yes, I do know that story quite well. Well, some of it, of course.
What do you mean?
Isn't it a well-known story for you? About the...
No one ever believed me.
Well, I do believe you.
Oh. It warms this man's heart.
Well, they were internally freaking the fuck out. Not wanting to say anything because that's awkward. Just keep smiling.
Wondering if everybody else has clicked yet. So, is there anything else I can help you with? I can tell you other stories. I almost charmed the pants off of Queen Tyrannica herself in another life, but
Fine.
That's a different story altogether.
Well, you could tell me about it later. What the bards, they I don't remember what I was. Wait, let me just think about what I was supposed to do. Ah, yes. Can you like make some ruckus here in town?
Oh, sure. What kind of ruckus?
Well, just like chaos, so that the baby dragons will like come to you guys, and then we can fight? Question mark the big dragon.
Potentially.
Okay.
I would. There is a risk.
What the risk?
If we cause a ruckus and the Krakix and Volska decide to quell the ruckus, some of the innocents may pay the price.
That's very true.
I can create a big ruckus, but I don't know how much of a big ruckus I can create by myself. I can try to find volunteers who'd be willing to help out. But that is
You're bards, right?
Oh yes.
How much do the baby dragons like a dance party?
They like a dance party, but they don't like to be summoned for a dance party.
But
Yeah.
if you guys do like a big ass dance party, maybe they'll come because they hear the music and they're like, yes.
You know what? I will give it a college try. I will. We will start the best dance party we can muster, and hope for the best. Lord knows we have reason to celebrate anyway.
Maybe start some like big fire, so it's like, what's happening over there? And then when they go there, they're like, ah, yes, this beat is feeding my soul. I don't know, man. You're the bard.
We'll see what we can do. I'll talk to
Okay.
Belmos as well. Perhaps he can come up with a reason why there's like almost 2/3 of the revelry missing.
Maybe they don't like dancing.
I'll think of something.
Maybe it's like one of those competition where it's like who can dance the longest and they already bailed out.
Potentially. I'll do my very best. That's a bard's promise. And he pinches your cheek.
Okay. You've taught me so much. Now I know how to seduce a bad bitch. I just don't know any jokes, but I appreciate you.
He leads in real close. This is the one that allowed me to got my foot in the door with the Oread. What is the difference between a lobster with enormous tits and a filthy bus station? Bus stop.
I don't know.
One is a crusty bus station, and the other is a busty crustacean.
You know what? I think she'll appreciate that. Thank you, and I just take off.
That's still my favorite joke.
You're awful.
I know. Okay. Anything else, Helena? You run back and reunite with everybody. I gotta stop
They're
picking
gonna do
characters with
that
gravelly
party.
voices.
They're gonna start a dance party as a distraction for the baby dragons.
This will be our own. That's our best case scenario. If we don't have to deal with them, I have no idea why a bonfire would interest them, but
Well, Aster told me that they liked music. The baby dragons, so. Also, we gotta take Aster with us when we leave, you guys.
Sure.
truth be told, it'd be ideal if we could take many of them. But
I know.
that is
But yeah. I don't know how to tell you this, guys. But I talked to Aster, and he told me this wonderful story about this lady that he met, and he had very good fire moments. But so
Title of the episode, very good fire moments.
right.
But can you give me like 3 people that have fire and daddy issues?
Purphoros?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well,
you know what?
Yeah,
You're close.
the other one ending with os. Yeah, I can see where this may be going.
Yeah. I think that's Daddy Daxos. I'm just.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
I can, if I get some of his blood, I can confirm it. If we want to.
Yeah.
But
Did Daxos ever mention a father?
he doesn't need to. If I have blood off both of them, I can confirm if they're blood related.
I'm just thinking, like, just on the very off chance that you would be wrong, like, imagine how awkward it would be if we show up at Daxos' doorstep, like, hey, we brought you your dad!
Was
And it's just like this random old dude that he doesn't know.
you could, if, just depending on his reaction, you could then go, "Here's your dad," or "Here's the dad you wish you had." We'll workshop it. We'll
Yeah,
workshop
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I can't hear you, Amalia. Do you want to try to say that again?
Archer moment.
It's funny because I do that
No,
all
I
the
just-
time
I just
around
heard-
Violet, and then she started. I feel like I'm rubbing off on her. Still can't hear you,
Are we
Amalia.
still not doing phrasing?
Oh, it was there. I think it was. We're just letting it just exist.
I'll say as well, just because it's not unknown knowledge. All you've ever heard Daxos mention was he never knew his father.
Because he's enslaved on an island.
Fucking hell. Stop trying to drill a hole through my skull with your eyes, Vietla. You're back. Can we hear you? Talk again?
I
don't know,
I
can
hear the
you?
TV,
Yeah,
so I
I
think
hear
we're good.
Greek. I hear background Greekiness. So yes.
Well, you can't hear Greekness because my dad's watching BBC News. So
No, I can hear.
I don't know what you can hear.
I hear background TV. You were gonna say something, Amalia?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's weird if we take him someone that's not really his dad, but is his dad, and then it's not the dad that he wanted, and it's his dad.
Why are you saying that we need to get like a returns policy? I mean,
No,
it would be quite a long flight, quite a long ship ride to send him back.
no. What I'm saying is we should get his forename, and then before we do anything with him, is one of us, probably Hilera, because she's the quickest, run to Daxos and be like, so I just want to ask a question. Is this guy, and then read the name, your dad? And if he says yes or no, then we know where to go with the said. You know.
I don't have Daxus's blood. That's unfortunate.
We can get it when we go back.
I mean, we want to bring some people back anyway. Like, we can see whoever wants to hop on board the ship on the way out. It'll be a bit cramped. We could do it.
Yeah, but how many people fit on our ship?
It's a big ship. It's just it'll just be cramped. It will not be good living conditions.
We could maybe ask Balmos a favor and see if he would bring some people and follow our ship back to Melodies.
So basically, abduct another ship?
No, we kindly ask Balmos to take some of the people that want to go to Melodies with us.
Whereupon you send the militia to capture me. Ah, no, nice try, funny lady. I'm not very good with accents, but I don't know if that
I
was...
think that was
That's a
very
terrible impression.
Oh, well. Good, well, did I get the sentiment right?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay, there we go. Morning, by the way.
Morning.
Right.
Nah, he's not there. I'm kidding.
good.
Either way, this is all assuming we survive our date with another dragon. And that's assuming if we are pressing ahead with that as a plan. Xanthia, Bithynia, again, it's kind of your call. We're here. I'm happy to turn tailcoat and leave. But
Well,
you've
we
got a
still need.
vendetta and you've got an item to get. So
Yeah.
So what is people doing?
Have to make a decision.
yes.
Are we doing it today? do you need more time to
Well,
prepare?
the fire's about to get started, so
Well, then
You guys hear in the distance what is unmistakably Aster's voice go, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to... And just a chorus, move it. On a lyre. Bong, 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 bong.
well, now we have 2 reasons to leave quickly.
Reasonable.
Unless anyone suggests anything otherwise, Scottinos will basically get his stuff and will begin the process of exiting and starting a route. Allowing someone to take point if they decide, but just because otherwise he knows that we won't move.
hold
So he
on.
just starts.
The last time before we entered the village, Delisa gave a very good speech that I felt was very inspiring in battle.
Subtle.
Would you be so kind? I don't want to put you on the spot like that, but
I mean, if he wanted to just be, don't die for 10 minutes long, that would also kind of
I would
hit
be
the note
okay with
quite
that,
well.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, we can shorthand it, but what she will say is, are you going to listen this time, Bacchios?
What?
Question answered. And she'll start up her. She begins it with her tympanum, which, if you don't know, is an ancient Greek hand drum. There's some visuals that she puts up with her magic. She makes some illusions of fierce battles, just stuff to rise the spirits, and says a couple of words. But yep, everyone will gain 17 temporary hit points.
And she speaks of the nerves to come, people's palms being sweaty, your knees being weak and arms heavy. There's vomit on your sweater already. Ricotta sauce spaghetti.
So we did have some of it. Who? Oh, right. Okay. And with a huff.
You're okay, Ali?
Romeo, you know I love you, man, but for fuck's sake.
Fair. Fair. All right. So where are you guys off to?
So we know that the dragons went to the right side of this V-shaped mountain range, right?
Yeah. Do you guys have the full map yet? Have I shared that?
Yeah, it's on the for players and then subsection island.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
So are we gonna go towards the mountain?
I think that's the play.
I think that'd be smart.
We'll have to assume that by the time we get to a certain point, we're going to be identified.
All right. Can I get a marching
So
order?
we sneak as best we can, but she's going to know that we're there eventually.
Can I get a marching order and a group stealth check?
Seeing as how this is kind of my thing, I think I'll go first.
Okay. Yeah. This is absolutely approaching the kind of aridness you would see in the Cactus-Thin Mountains or the Phobos Badlands.
Mm-hmm.
I will go third, just because. Well, not third, fourth, so I can have 2 people in front of me and 2 people behind me.
I'll be back.
Very noble of you as the tank to take the brain off the middle of the pack.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I-
technically not. the
I'm hiding
tank.
behind Amalia as we go, by the way. Just to
I will
kind
be
of
at the
understand
very
that.
end.
I would go third if that spot isn't taken, just so my aura just extends to everyone.
That makes sense. I guess Delisa will go behind Bacchios.
No, I'm behind Bacchios.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay.
So that means you're technically behind Hilira. Or
The
after
BBEG
Xantia.
is finding our order in a line.
All right.
No, our BBEG is deciding on a plan. That is our main villain.
As you set
Who's
off, before you set
BBG?
off, does anybody wish to do anything to prep, identify anything, do anything like that? Just
Question.
Oh.
Hmm?
Can I be sharpening my axe as we go along?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm gonna say then, roll instead of normal stealth disadvantage, roll 3 dice and pick the lowest one if you are actively as you go along.
Okay, so I'm not shining it. I'm just going. Do.
Sure. Regular stealth check at disadvantage. Because you're wearing plate. Yes, Hilira?
Yes, I know.
I have a great sword. Can I put it in the bag of holding? I don't think I can use the great sword, so... Does anybody want this?
I don't do
Swinging.
weapons.
I don't like swords. They're boring.
Not quite my
Oh.
style.
I've rolled twice by mistake, so just ignore
Okay.
that roll.
Did we? Did you canonically identify or give someone the chance to identify what that shard was?
No, I was going to ask Basinia when I put it in the bag of holding.
Because you should probably do that because it might come in handy.
Yeah. Basinia, do you know what this is? Can you tell me what this is with your magic?
No, she holds it up. Well, to start, it's pretty. That I
know!
And then beyond that, I do not know. I don't know what I have to roll for it.
You just cast
He,
identify as a
used
ritual.
the spell.
Okay, sounds good.
Right. It is a elemental essence sorcery shard, specifically of water. Yeah, that you can look that up on D&D Beyond.
You said it once more. Elemental what?
Essence shard.
Char.
Can only be attuned by a sorcerer, so 2 options.
And it's water based.
Oh, look at that.
So should we get that information over? Like, well,
And yeah, if you read it, what it
sure
does, it
it'll useful to
basically
someone.
Yeah, and yeah, it basically conjures a tidal wave. You can choose to conjure like a tidal wave whenever you spend sorcery points, basically.
I don't have sorcery points yet.
Scottinas!
I'll have
I have
it.
something.
Does it require attunement?
Yes. If you don't want it, I'll just wear it and I'll look very pretty on it.
Also, if anybody at any point takes the metamagic adept feat, you would be able to attune to that. Oh, would you? No, because you wouldn't technically have any levels in the sorcerer class. Can I say anything? Sorry.
Does anyone actually have a sorcery thing going on though?
I mean, I could, in theory, but I could use, and I hold the horn, and I have things that I can use for it. The main thing that could be useful, I suppose, is I can create a water effect. Oh, I wonder whether.
Do you think it would turn into blood for you?
There's only one way to find out, but I mean, maybe I can happily try and get to know it like next time we rest, I suppose. It'd be a shame to lose this, and I kind of show the calligraphy tattoo that I currently still have, even though I've not used it. It's just pretty. But yeah, Hilary, feel free to wear it. It is pretty, and I'll see if something is useful with it or not.
Okay. Can I like tie it around my waist if it's like a necklace thing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I do that.
Okay.
So stealth checks, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's what we were doing.
Oh, I did good. For once.
You rolled twice?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 15 in total.
Not bad.
Nice.
13 for Scotty.
13.
9.
9.
17.
22.
Nice.
13.
19.
Reasonable. As far as you're aware, nothing lashes out at you. And nothing accosts you. You see no shadows on the horizon, no dots on the sky. As over the course of... If everyone's moving at a stealth pace, this would take like 2 hours to get it to the base of the mountains. Because you're traveling about 4 miles. Yeah?
As we're going up the mountain, can we still hear I'd like to move it in the distance?
Sure, yes. Just faintly.
Delessa, would you be able to use all your spell slots to just create like waves of zones of silence as we go? It feels like it would be a good use of the power for the day.
But you arrive at these at the base of these impossibly tall, sometimes sheer, vertical crags that look like shattered glass, like splintering. It looks like you get the sense if there was an aerial view, and Bithynia from Couplet as a seagull, you can see it. It looks like splintered wood, but on a geographic scale.
So lots of wood.
And so while she sees it, she'll relay that. But going through her bag as they're going, she'll whisper over, does anyone know or have use for these? And she'll hand up like the full great stone. And the other like
The what?
full great stone?
I'm sorry, you're muffled. I didn't get the full name.
Full great stone?
Fulbright stone.
Fulgurite.
The Fulgurite.
Fulgurite is a special type of crystal that only occurs when lightning strikes sand at exactly the right angle.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right.
So, Bithynia would be able to explain as well that it is, like, she surmises that with the other incense and stuff, it's enough components for one casting of divination, the spell.
Divination. This is not something that I know.
I can cast divination.
Do we need that?
I don't know. Let's cast divination to find out.
I don't have divination today.
Well,
Do you think it would make sense?
For a great use of hindsight in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Would it maybe make sense to delay this another day?
The fire's already, but the beacons have been lit.
That's true.
We are going forward.
Solo divination.
Alright. So, as you begin to climb the crags, can I ask, what is your plan? Are you just going to search for the, lair at random? Just double checking, do you have a plan going forward? Just so I can plan things accordingly.
Can Couplet see above or beyond, or
Couplet can continue to see above, as in that can aid and potentially affect the DC. Yes, Heliod?
I can use one of my spells and I can cast locate object and we'll know where the thingy-majiggers is.
There we go, that's the singing you hear in the background. That's the singing you hear in the village. You did not know Belmoss had
lungs that. I did not expect. That is.
Yeah, that's surprisingly coming from Belmoss as well.
Yeah. Okay. It might be a good use. What did you say the range of that? You've said it wasn't super far, like 1,000 feet.
1,000, yeah.
I mean, we're in the Bithynia. This was as close as Couplet guesstimated that it was right. So we're close. Maybe.
So you guys at the moment Show pin an icon. Let's just use change icon. Screw it. I'm just gonna use that. Does okay? For fuck's sake. Does everybody see that little tan little book icon? I'm gonna make it blue. Everyone see the little blue book icon on the island tab?
No.
Yes.
That's where you
Are you
guys
guys
are at
in-
the moment.
Boundary, or are you talking about
Legend
in the?
Keeper. On the tab labeled island.
We know Strathis is a blue dragon, which are unanimous with lightning, correct? Perhaps there are some meteorological effects that are happening that are unanimous with lightning, perhaps storms, small storms. You read up on dragons, right, Bithynia?
I did. I have the book, and yeah, they have an impact, or they can have an impact on the surroundings, including the weather.
Do you know anything regarding how they can affect their layers and things to look out for?
Well, it did say that they have the ability to collapse. They use the terrain as a trap, both for tunneling and then to collapse to trap or kill those that are after them. They have the ability, I think, to create mirages or things that appear to be there and not there, or the terrain to not be as it seems. Do remember that. So it's very tricky. A lot of trickery to go on and a lot of danger, or perceived danger that may not be.
Perhaps this locate object spell is the best way to go then, at least to know that we're within 1,000 feet of the right place, and then we just watch our footing, I guess? When we used to have that one that did hallucinatory terrain, we always knew it was fake, so it always seemed weird coloured. Not weird coloured. Not fully there colour. You know what I mean? But I never really saw it and allowed myself to fall for it, so I don't know what you would look for to see if something was real. Is there anything? Is there something that we would look out for, or we just have to kind of just keep our eyes peeled for something that looks weird?
Well, it did say that the land would be warped around them, so I don't know if it remains or if it's something that has to be within the vicinity of it. But my thought process is it doesn't necessarily stay. So if it looks atypical, it's possible that it's nearby.
Well, we'll see if the spell, if you're happy, Hilary, to do it, we'll see if that works, and then if not, we'll start a searching, I suppose.
Alright.
Okay.
And
I will cast locate object.
you don't feel anything in this
Darn
particular
it.
spot at the base of the mountains.
Okay. I have it up for 10 minutes. Let's get walking.
Alright. And as you begin climbing these sheer cliff faces, or these sheer steep rocky faces, as you enter these shattered, sundered mountain crags in pursuit of Astrathis, we're gonna end tonight's session there. Well done, guys. Yeah, next session could get interesting depending on how you play it.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's cap things off with a couple of shout-outs. We had Sailing Faye and Sylvanos both followed us in the week. Welcome, welcome. Moira Ravenside shared another 100 bits. We do appreciate that. You are the greatest. Yeah, as ever, hop on the Discord. A lot of fun, a lot of extra content. That's the main bits from me, so, shall we do our little round table and get the main bits from y'all? We'll, go in the order in front of me, starting with Rebecca. Would you like to tell these folks about yourself?
What was the last bit you said?
Would you like to tell these folks about yourself?
Yeah. I am everywhere on the internet as Bum Clancy, and then on TikTok you can definitely find me as Mimic for Hire with some D&D stuff, and then Sire for Hire for some vampire VTM goodness. And on Twitch you'll find me for now on St. Pete by Night, and we'll actually be live later tonight doing some Anarch Baron goodness. Every other week you'll find us there, usually doing camera stuff. But yep, that's where you'll find me on Twitch, outside of this channel.
Very well. Sammy, take it away.
You can find me primarily on YouTube at Sammy ASMR. You can also find me on pretty much every other social media platform at that same handle. And if you like live play, actual play D&D, you can catch me and Romeo over on Roll Positive Gaming's channel every Saturday at 6 p.m. UK time, where we play through Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos.
Yeah, do check it out. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of really other great content creators that we get to play with, and they're great. Morris, if you'd like to do your usual disclaimer.
Well, yes, normally I say I don't have a social media presence, and that's definitely the case. However,
wait, is this a red herring? Are you going to say the same thing?
No.
Okay.
Well, no. If you happen to be from the Wandsworth area or live in or around the London area, and you're a fan of your history, particularly if you've heard of the tale of a 14th century mayoress of London, or mayor, depends on what it is, called Richard Whittington, and you'd like to learn a little bit more about what he actually was entailed with a bit of a song, a dance, and maybe a bit of a panto, feel free to come along to Dick Winterton, which is currently running until the 22nd of December. You can get your tickets at enablelc.org/panto. Oh no, you can't. Oh yes, you can.
He's behind you.
Hey,
yeah,
that's really cool. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
I do love the Dick Whittington tale. It is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not he actually did rise from poverty and make a living selling the use of his cat to deal with the rat problem, but who knows? But as we always know, the stories are far more exciting than real life. That's why we're here, right?
Mm-hmm. Ali, would you like to tell these folks about yourself?
Yeah, hi. You can find me primarily on Instagram at Angel Undies. I primarily do cosplay and D&D mini and battle terrain commissions. So hit me up there if you want anything made, custom or bog standard. I'm your man. So yeah, let me know.
Nice. Virla.
Hi. I have Instagram. It's Virla.Louisa. Bless you.
Is that Leo, Violet? Who knows? Tamara, that brings us to you.
You can primarily find me on Twitter at mar_inated, and it's the same username on TikTok. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's mar_inated.
Very nice. And if she's there, Violet, would you like to tell us about yourself? In the immortal words of Davy Jones, I take that as a no. It's Violet_Riddle. Sorry, no, Violet.Riddle on Instagram for all her Instagram content. It's a lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff. And as well as, yeah, catch her here as well. I should probably set up the shout-outs for everybody at some point, like Matt does in the Strixhaven. I'll someone remind me to do that sometime this week. And as always, you can catch my cosplay content on Electrum_cosplay, and outside from our Discord, you can find all of this show's socials on DC30 official. That's what we are, everywhere. And on that note, shall we do a raid?
One last
Always,
question. When
always.
are we streaming again? Because I heard that we have a birthday next weekend, so we might not be streaming.
So we will be.
Is that
So
the
my
truth?
birthday celebration will be on the Saturday. So I am good to do the Sunday.
I might be late.
That's okay. Anybody else got hang-ups?
Well,
with-
I'll be covered in makeup, but other than that, I'll be here. I'll just have rosy cheeks. So
Okay.
basically,
Cute.
me is
Yeah. I'm good generally for the Sunday because we got stuffs on the Saturday, so I can still run the game. And then after that, it will be the 25th of December, so I unfortunately will not be able to run a session on that particular Sunday. Mainly because I'll be in Italy without all my gear. That's really the only reason, otherwise I would totally still run it.
This is where we hold up the boo and his signs, Moss.
Yep, that's it.
Boo!
Oh my god, there's a Theros character I should play at some point. Krampus. Who's like, he's an artillerist artificer who like flings presents out of a sack.
Yes.
But yes. We are good to go next week. Then we'll have to do a quick pit stop for Christmas, and then I'm good to go again on January 1st. Alright. So we will begin the raid of I can do For Shame Not Honor again, unless we have a preference. Tried and true, For Shame Not Honor. We are starting our raid now. And 8, 7, 6. Cool. Thanks so much to our wonderful audience. We really appreciate it, and we feel the love. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening.